From the early days of Nikola Tesla to some of the most advanced RC models on the planet, the RC hobby has certainly come a long way since 1898. Hi, I'm China Expats RC. Come with me on a journey as we travel back through time to see the world's first RC hobbyist. Oh, here I go. I'm doing it. I'm traveling back through time. Here we go. It would be during an electrical exhibition at New York's Madison Square Garden that Nikola Tesla would show the world the first example of an RC model. The crowd is reported to have said that maybe Tesla was telepathic, or perhaps some kind of wizard. Tesla simply responded, "The world moves slowly, and new truths are difficult to see." Tesla's RC boat worked by receiving radio pulses from a large control box. Radio pulses were received by a rudimentary radio-sensitive device called a coherer. These worked by allowing current to flow through them when the middle section was hit by radio frequencies. This formed the basis of a simple on-off switch. Yes, as you'll be unsurprised to learn, the world's first RC model did not have full resolution channels. This allowed the boat's propeller to be switched between off and full ahead. However, using an ingenious system of gears and spinning discs, Tesla was able to move the rudder into 3 positions: left 45 degrees, right 45 degrees, and midships 0 degrees. This amazing technology is why Nikola Tesla was the world's first RC hobbyist. In 1963, model racing association clubs had formed all over England to race rubber band powered cars. These cars were 4-wheel drive and could accelerate to 40 miles per hour, which seemed a damn sight quicker than the rubber band powered cars I made when I was a kid. In a few more years in England and the US, tiny model plane engines would start to get put into model cars. Attached to a cable tether and driving on a circular track, these tether cars could reach speeds of over 60 miles per hour. A desire to run multiple cars at once and the invention of larger model engines would develop into railcar racing, where the car would sit on a guide rail and race along a track. Yes, that's right. People raced petrol-powered slot cars indoors. Just look how happy they are. Must be all the lead.
And this is the excitement of Monte Carlo in miniature, a 3-level spiral hill climb in Aurora's Monte Carlo AFX race set. With cars you and your kids can drive with electric speed controllers, to go fast, to go slow. With cars you can control, Aurora's AFX Monte Carlo race set. You just can't get any closer to real racing.
Later, the rails would develop into slots in the track, which were preferred as this would allow the car's back wheels to slide out in an exciting manner. Eventually, the small petrol engines would be replaced with electric motors. Power for the electric motor was carried by metal strips on either side of the slot, and these were picked up by contact brushes on the car. The voltage carried by these metal strips can be modulated by a handheld controller containing a resistor. This way the driver can change the voltage in the strips and thus vary the speed of the car. In 1964, a company known as Elettronica Giocattoli
Elettronica Giocattoli
would release the world's first ready-to-run RC car, the Ferrari 250 LM. Just look at that controller. Looks like they were trying to build the most unergonomic thing they could. Forward seems to be a switch. I'm not sure if it was capable of reverse, as fermo means stationary and avanti means forward. So I guess you just switched to forward and the car went forward at full speed? If you own one of these, please let me know down in the comments how this works. The car took 2 9-volt batteries and was reported to reach the impressive speed of 3.6 kilometers per hour. In 1967, an issue of Car Model magazine would be published talking about the latest craze of RC control. The article talks about several new developments that has made RC more affordable to the average consumer. The transistor, combined with newer nickel-cadmium batteries, has made the dream of remote-controlled wheel-to-wheel racing possible. Here we can see a typical glow-engine RC car that was available around the late 1960s or the early 1970s.
Nice day for a drive.
The 1980s are where RC would make its mark on the family home. No longer was RC just scale models built by weird men in their sheds, but a toy that even the cool kids could enjoy. The 80s would see some of the most famous RC companies emerge, such as Team Associated, Traxxas, Losi, and Tamiya. As well as RC toys, the 80s would see some real high-performance models, such as the Team Associated RC10. This car featured fully adjustable suspension and had differentials that could be tuned for any track conditions. So where does that leave us? Well, if you'd like to see some RC models that Tesla could only dream about, you can click on one of my videos.